All right, guys, how you doing? Check it out. I wanted to share a story with you that I found in the Sun Sentinel. I was at work, saw the article, and when I read the title of it, it made me kind of laugh and chuckle. And the article here it is right here. The life and crimes of the gun. The the life and crimes of the gun, not the life and crimes of the person behind the gun, because it's just a tool. Like any other tool, it didn't do anything until someone acted on it or used it to act. And this is too funny. Basically, this tracks back the journey this gun took before police caught up to the gun. Now, I'm gonna give you a quick summary. This gun was it's a Glock 40, made in Austria. It was shipped to the Palm Beach sheriff's office. It was a deputy's gun. It got stolen out of his car. And it obviously, if someone steals out of the car, they're up to no good. And it was stolen out of his car, and it was obviously out there committing crimes because, well, shit, they stole it out of the car. That's all I got to say on that one. They stole it out of the car. But anyway, again, it makes me chuckle because here it is. You guys got to read this one right here. It says you can get you can get it at any gun store. A semi-automatic 40 caliber Glock. But this Glock, serial number Mike Papa X-Ray 753, was made for a deputy. It was a killer, but not in the way you might think. The Glock wound up in the hands of criminals. Over 4 years, the Glock touched the lives of at least 6 people in ways in ways no one thought it would. I'm sorry. Speaking over my tongue. But anyway, it gets too stupid, guys, at this point, but it's a laugh for him. And the reason I'm saying, get this. They track it back, and they even put it right here. It says, 1, September 26, 2008, a batch of 40 caliber handguns, including serial number Mike Papa X-Ray 753, is shipped from Glock headquarters in Austria to a distributor site in Georgia. October 20th to October 20th, 2008, about a month later, the gun arrives at the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, 3228 Gun Club Road, West Palm Beach, and a deputy is assigned Mike Papa X-Ray 753. Get this. Now, number 3. And this is over a year later, October 22nd, 2009. Mike Papa X-Ray is reported stolen from the deputy's car outside his home in Boca Raton. This story should have stopped right here. It's just like anything else. When your car gets stolen, all right, they're either going to do 2 things with your car. And the reason I'm bringing up the car is for this. When your car gets stolen, particularly down here quite a bit, they steal it for 2 reasons. Either they're going to chop your car up and send it somewhere else, or they're going to use it in a crime. That's what they're going to do. They steal your car and they're going to use it in a crime. They're not going to do anything nice with your car. They're going to chop it up, sell it overseas, joyride in it, but they're not going to do anything legal in your car. Story should have stopped right there. What do you think a guy who steals a gun is going to do? He's a criminal. He's going to use it for criminal activity. Now, the argument that they should ban high-capacity magazines and quote-unquote assault rifles now becomes stupid because they stole this from the people you think should only have it. I don't have it, so you know what? I'm going to steal it from someone I know who does. Like police. We're going to steal it from the police. Let's just make it as simple as that. Because we want it and we need to have it. That's how they feel about it. Criminals. They stole it out of a cop car. They knew this was a cop car, and they stole it out of that. All right? And he has a high-capacity magazine. It's a semi-automatic. What do you have to say about it? It gets too funny. Now, unfortunately, the stories here are sad because the thing is used in a bunch of crimes. People are getting shot with it. One young lady shoots herself with it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't the gun's fault. And because this young lady wanted to end her life. They even tell you the girl sent a text saying that I'm going to end my life. She left a little note saying I love you and shot herself. This is the gun's fault. You know, somehow. This is a sad situation. She had mental issues. She was depressed, and she wanted to kill. That's a sad situation. You shouldn't look at it. The gun did it. You should look at it. How can we have prevented her from killing herself and gotten to this young lady first before she came so far to she was contemplating killing herself? It's too ridiculous. Now, I saw this. I started reading this article at work, and I'll say this. I'll say this. I had to stop and pause. I'll say I got into it with a friend at work, and because he was, and I can say I can't really say I got into it with him. I got into it with someone else, but me and him continued discussing it, and he was like, "Well, you know, if these young men, if these people didn't have high capacity magazines and assault rifles, and by the way, most of these mass shootings weren't done with assault rifles, and whenever these guys were met with resistance, they shot themselves. As soon as the police came, oh shit, there's resistance." They shot themselves, for the most part. So that tells you something. They're cowards. But anyway, I started discussing this with a friend, and his argument was, well, you know what? If they didn't have this, there would have been less people killed. I'm looking around, less people killed. Are you serious? So you're saying this semi-automatic that can hold, this one holds 12 rounds, right? Had he not had something that can hold that many rounds, less people would have been killed. When all you gotta do is take this magazine, this gun, load another one in, and you shoot. Continue shooting. Or I'll make it even harder on him. If he had a revolver that held 6 rounds. From what I know of people and people's personalities, if anyone starts shooting, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run in the opposite direction of where the shooting is going on. You're gonna try to hide. All right? So if this young man walked in with a revolver and began shooting people, everyone's gonna hide. And he's going to have time to reload because everyone's going to be too scared to come out and realize, oh, he's reloading, let me tackle him. All right? Listen, I'm going to be honest with it. The body count with this for this crime would have been the same amount because this young man I'm starting to get mad. This young man chose the most innocent victims. All right, he locked himself in a room and systematically executed them, and that's just wrong. But to blame this object here, it's stupid. That means you have an agenda. And one of the questions I asked my friend in that little discussion is, I said, well, you sit there and you're saying that they're not coming after our guns, they're not taking any of our rights, they're just making it stricter. That just doesn't make any sense. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, let me ask you a question. All right, what's your first 5 amendments? I only asked him for the first 5. And he said, what? I said, what's your first 5 amendments? And he looked over at me, and he couldn't name not one. He went, freedom of speech. I don't really know him. You know, I don't know him offhand. I said, well, think about it. I gave him like 10 minutes. He still couldn't name them. Other than the freedom of speech, he couldn't name any of them. I can tell you right now, I know all 10. Actually, I know about up to 20. And I didn't just start learning them. I always knew them. Because I realized when you're ignorant to what your rights are, your rights can be taken away. When you don't know what you're losing, then you don't know you've lost anything. And that's bad. And when I explained that to him, I said, listen, you know, a lot of people don't realize when the police pull you over, right, and they ask to search your car, you can say no. A lot of people don't realize one of the things the cops do is do you mind if I search your car? You can say no. It's as simple as that. You can say no. A lot of people assume that the cops have to read you your rights when they arrest you, when that is totally false. If they have probable cause, you're going to jail. That's it. They don't have to read you anything. You're going to jail. Oh, you didn't read my rights? I don't have to. I'm not questioning you. You know, and I actually said that to my friend just to let him know. These are things you don't know, but I do. Because I know what my rights are. All right? And it's a shame that now the Second Amendment comes up, and that's all you guys know. Well, the Second Amendment there needs to be more gun control. Listen, guys, I believe in gun laws. I believe in sensible gun laws. But the fact is, no gun law would have prevented what happened here. Because the fact is, someone knew something was wrong with that young man. People don't just one day decide they're just going to start blowing people away. It's very rare people just snap. And when I say very rare, it is very rare people just snap. There are too many signs. to let you know someone's going to go nuts and start killing people. I'll say this. Oh, by the way, I watched A Woman's World. She went off. She was going nuts. Sweetheart, I'll tell you this. Don't get mad. Try to keep your wits about you. I understand where you were coming from. A lot of people know I own quite a few weapons, and they get on me about it. And there's not very much you can do about it. Some people just don't understand. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, guys, for those out there who really believe that they're not coming after guns and there's no agenda, that's a lie. I don't want to hold up too much time. I'll see you guys later. I just want to show you guys this article. It is, again, just too funny. Later.